Now we start this morning with an emergency move by the Federal Reserve aimed at helping the U.S. economy ride the increasingly choppy tides of the coronavirus outbreak. Now this morning it has slashed its key interest rate to a level not seen since during the 2008 global financial crisis, which is at 0%. For more, we have our Yoon Jung-min on the line for us. So Jung-min, walk us through the latest.
Sure, Semin. The Fed has slashed its benchmark interest rate to 0% to 0.25% from the previous 1 to 1.25%. It wasn't that long ago that the Fed cut its key rate earlier this month. Now they are at the zero level, something we haven't seen since the global financial crisis over a decade ago. The Fed is going to launch a massive $700 billion quantitative easing program. It will be in the form of $500 billion of treasuries and $200 billion of agency-backed mortgage securities. The purchases will begin on Monday local time. In addition, the Fed said it will take action with central banks around the world to enhance dollar liquidity through existing swap arrangements. They include the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England, the Bank of Japan, the European Central Bank, and the Swiss National Bank. The move also puts intense pressure on South Korea's central bank to hop on the global bandwagon by slashing South Korea's key rate. The Bank of Korea has already hinted it will hold an emergency rate-setting meeting this week, likely as early as Tuesday. As it stands, the BOK's benchmark rate is at 1.25%. That was left unchanged during its monetary board meeting late last month, citing the need to take a wait-and-see approach. Separately, officials in South Korea have been holding a series closed-door macroeconomic finance-related meetings to discuss the economic impacts South Korea could face over the growing market uncertainty. They are also meeting this morning.
So turning our focus to the markets now, how did the South Korean markets take the news from the Federal Reserve?
Right. The benchmark KOSPI opened about 1.9% higher on Monday, and the KOSDAQ opened over 2% higher, but they keep bopping up and down. So we'll have to keep an eye on them. In fact, from today, short selling is banned for 6 months on the Korean markets. This is to protect companies from the economic blowback as the coronavirus pandemic widens. The duration of the ban, however, will depend on future conditions. The ban is the third of its kind in South Korea. The last ban was put in place in the summer of 2011. That's all for me, Semin.